Well, in the fall, I got to do The Merchant of Venice. That was my first play on Broadway, and I got to work with some amazing people like Al Pacino and the rest of that amazing cast. So that was a great stepping stone for me into this world, and then this obviously is my first leading role on Broadway, and it's an amazing break for me.
Spelling Bee was absolutely my big break, and it came at a time where I had asked myself those same questions, and I was ready to give up on acting. And unexpectedly, I got an audition a week after getting ready to apply for law school, and it all just came together.
Well, my first role in the city was Judas in Godspell, and that was actually the Paper Mill Playhouse in New Jersey.
I actually consider the Scottsboro Boys to be the most significant thing that I ever did in New York, but the first significant production I did was called James Baldwin, A Soul on Fire at New Federal Theater.
Honestly, my first big break is when my kindergarten teacher assigned me the greatest love of all in 5th grade, not knowing that I was a singer. Nobody had known, and I sang and I fell in love with the theater and singing and performing in that moment, and that is the moment that keeps me going through the tough times and the good times. And so it wasn't my big break that made me a star, but it's what made me an actor.
My first big break was working for Gary Marshall at the Falcon Theater as Richie Cunningham in Happy Days the Musical. Gary Marshall is the greatest man in this business. He's just a great family man who knows how to be a good business guy but still have his family included at every moment, and it was the best job ever.
You know what? Funnily, my first big break really was with my brother. I was touring with Cats. I was dancing in Cats, and my brother called and said, I've just been asked to come in on a new musical and do some new choreography for them. Well, it was Kiss of the Spider Woman. And it was, you know, Cheetah Rivera, Hal Prince, Cantor and Ebb, Terrence McNally. So off I went, and that actually became the first Broadway show I ever worked on. I was the assistant choreographer on that.
Mine was Tommy Tune cast me in Grease. I was Rizzo. I was the first replacement, and ever since then I've had the just blessing of being able to play some incredible characters, and that was it without that. And it was stunt casting, basically, you know. It was like, let's get somebody who's not known for doing any of this and see if they can hang there, and you know, thank God I did.
There really wasn't one, you know. It was a fits and starts, and you know, I've been acting for my whole life. I've only been making money at it, you know, for the last number of years. So who's to say what a big break is? It's hard to say.
I think it was the cow when James Lapine asked if I would take over the role as Milky White the cow, which I had been sitting on the sidelines, and I jumped at the chance and gave it my all.
For me, I started this show as the understudy back in 2006, and it's 2011, and I'm playing the lead on Broadway. It's kind of an amazing thing, something that I'm just so proud of and just so thankful for.